Happy holidays, everybody, whatever you are celebrating around this time. I just wanted to do an energy check-in and just do like a little special for you for the holidays to keep you company. Again, it's such a lonely time, and I hate to think of anybody feeling like they're alone. So I thought I would just kind of check out what's going on right now. Sorry for the jiggling. This is what's that pen? Okay, so we have the Galactic Heritage cards I'm going to use for the general energies of right now, which is around Christmas time. All right. Come on, let me get that last little card out in case that's the one. All right, so let me just shuffle these. Okay. And I just saw stars. Oh, what did they say? There's going to be restitution for the star seeds. The light workers are finding restitution soon. They say coming soon to a theater near you. Okay, so, all right. Restitution come in. Amen. Hallelujah. All right. If you guys haven't smelled this Banditos protective mist from Kate's Magic, it's wonderful stuff. It smells wonderful. I'm going to spray some right now. It's like clove and cinnamon. You just want nom, nom, nom. In fact, some just went in my mouth and it tasted really good. Okay. Homing beacon, Vega, future. That sounds interesting. Okay, 71. Okay, this time stream represents the Vega culture after they healed their greatest challenges as a young species. In the prism of Lyra cosmology, the vegans were the were the species who retained their memories and connections to the source, unfragmented, blah, blah, most completely. Their system of mysticism is well known throughout the galactic family and has influenced countless civilizations, including Earth. This is because they have retained the energetic memory of the unified field of creation. This memory acts like a homing beacon, a proverbial light in the darkness that realigns them when they lose their way. Wow. Like an ability to sense true north. Wow. While this trait is attributed to the Vegans because of their spiritual commitment, every species has this ability to remember the essence of creation and never lose its way. It is only when the beings get distracted by physical reality that they believe they have gotten lost. If this card is in your reading, take a look at the surrounding cards and your life circumstances. The message may be that you need to go within and find your center once again. Find your true north and trust it. The card could also be affirming that you are already strongly tapping into this skill, but most likely it's encouraging you to develop your natural ability to reconnect with your source, higher self, God, or whatever term you wish to use to denote the intelligent force in the universe that unifies us all. So I feel like this season has really been a time of doing exactly that, is learning how to hone your ability to listen to and depend on your own guidance, your own intuition. So which animal is helping us with that? Which animal is helping us to know where is home? And it is your greatest weapon at this time. Honestly, it's your greatest protection of all, is to be present in the moment, no matter what, no matter if you're getting physically attacked or mentally attacked or spiritually attacked or whichever direction it's coming from. It doesn't even matter. If you go present in the moment, I can promise you, because I've been there. Okay, I've been enlightened for 6 months. So trust me, when you are completely, totally present in the moment, nothing can harm you. No harm can come to you. No suffering can be had. So just get present in the moment. Just concentrate and get present in the moment and know who you are in that moment, and you will be protected and things will go your way. Okay. So butterfly, rebirth. So you can reinvent yourself, open to the rewards of change. You have brilliance to share with the world. Love every part of your journey. Okay. So even, looking back at what, sometimes we have to go through some tough stuff in order to go through that transformation. But in hindsight, we always see why, we usually kind of laugh at those tough times. And we're like, oh my gosh, do you remember? Don't you wish you just would have trusted when you knew on the other side of this what was coming, that restitution that was coming? If only we'd known, we would have just relaxed and kind of just, pulled back away from it, and kind of detached from it a bit and just trusted our intuition or whatever. These are one of those moments. So I feel like many people have been tested throughout these, December. A lot of December have been really tested. And it has been to refine you, to make you stronger, not to break you down, not to make your life difficult or hard or one thing after another to break you whatsoever. It has been to refine your skills and abilities and get you completely dependent on yourself and your own intuition and autonomous as possible. So, yeah. All right. So let's get Mary Magdalene's guidance on this at this time. And I have a beautiful sapphire accompanying us today, and it is so cool. It has all these like pyramids and things in it. It's got the evil eye in it too somewhere. You can't see it on this camera, but it's pretty awesome. Okay. Ooh, all right. Surrender. Yeah, surrender to it. You don't have to know. You don't have to know. You just need to trust. Trust your intuition, trust being in the moment, trust the law of attraction, the things that you can rely on. Trust those things. And see, at present, it seems that the harder you try, the more things you want elude you. There's not much you can do at the present moment except wait. Surrender your expectations and be patient. In time, you will get what you want, though this may not come in the form or the way that you expected. In the meantime, remember that you cannot control how others view things or what they think, say, or do. In time, you will come to realize that the current events are a blessing or a blissing. Didn't I just say that? You will emerge from this period of your life with a newfound sense of clarity, which will enable you to move forward in life with confidence. The emotional ups and downs you're currently experiencing will soon stabilize. Okay. And there'll be restitution on top of that. So that is awesome. Okay, so which guide is helping us at this time? Which guide is helping us right now? Which guide is helping us right now, please? They want you to feel free to take notes, to let yourself once you recover from something like this, like from some tower moments, you tend to forget. Like once you've totally recovered from it, you're just like, oh, thank God I went through that and got over it. Now I'm recovering and I'm okay. And you've stabilized, and you kind of don't want to look back at it in a way, but it would be good to take notes for any kind of tower moments in the future, so you don't lose faith and you don't think something like you've done something wrong or that you're sliding backwards or anything like that. Just they wanted me to see that for a reason. Butterfly maiden, beautiful change. Another butterfly. Look at that. Butterfly, butterfly, butterfly. Transformation and change toward your future home. Whatever home is for you. And home is presence also. Holding hands with God in the moment, in the present moment. So what was I saying? Gosh. Oh yeah, make notes for yourself so that if you ever panic or if you ever find out some bad news or something happens, you'll immediately go instead of, because we can't think straight when we have a tower moment happen. So make some kind of, even laminate a sheet that you can go to and say, okay, try this. Affirmations. Okay, affirmations don't work. Then what do I do? Okay, breathe slow. Okay, that's helping. But what could I do to really calm myself down? Well, take this nutritional product, okay, yeah, okay. Now it's working. Now it's working. Okay. Now, just take it, go for the thing that you think would help the most first, and then, have backup plans, like have a whole list of things that you can go through, especially if you've had PTSD or something like that. It can be really hard, to calm yourself back down. Okay, so what guide is helping us around Christmas time right now? The Star Maiden. So it's time to rest and not have to overexert yourself is what I'm feeling. Not overexert and not have to explain yourself. I feel her saying, I don't need to explain this to you. What I do is what I do. And I'm okay with that. I'm at peace with it. So if you're not, why don't you just go do something on your own over there? Because I'm resting right now. I'm being good to myself and I'm loving myself. So just let me be, just let me be at peace. So if you need to, say that to someone, you can. Maybe someone's trying to disturb your peace because she's sleeping, right? So maybe it's even a subject that keeps you awake at night, disturbing your peace kind of thing. Okay, Star Maiden. Whatever that is, maybe just set it aside momentarily and give yourself peace. Peace being a priority because you have a bright future with that Star Maiden. Okay. Recovery and renewal, a pause in the journey. Okay, so maybe this is right after a tower moment happened. Sorry about the lighting. Okay, the message is simple. You need to slow down. Star Maiden wraps her starry cloak around your tense shoulders, giving you permission to allow the regenerative act of being, a much needed respite for constant doing. The peace after the storm has finally arrived. That's so crazy. It's like everything that I'm saying, I pull a card that confirms it. So that's just wonderful confirmation. The worst is over. You've done the hardest part. Whatever trials or turmoil you've endured, Star Maiden assures you that they're behind you now. Okay, good. Your nervous system may still be on high alert, expecting the worst or staying vigilant just in case something else difficult befalls you. If you've been through an illness or emotional trauma, there may be echoes of your experience still active in your cells. So try that plan A, plan B, plan C until you're totally, gone, done with it. And one of the best things you can do in a situation that you're having a really tough time with like that is my thank you, God, for my misery. I swear, guys, I just stop and grab a piece of paper and a pen and just say, thank you, God, that I'm suffering in this way, whatever it is. Thank you, God, that I'm alarmed about this or that. Or thank you, God, that that's happening. Or thank you, God, that it looks like that's happening. Whatever it is, thank God for it and start writing down the benefits and advantages. I give you extensive instructions on a couple of videos here on YouTube. For those of you who are one of the Awaken Alliance members, then it's in the videos. Just go there and watch that. It'll save you. It'll totally save you. You'll chill out and you'll see why your higher self is putting you through it. You'll immediately relax and you'll be more receptive and you'll get some really great ideas and epiphanies and things to help you out. Okay, gaze at Star Maiden and let her calm your frazzled nerves. With the twinkle of starlight, she whisks away your best laid plans and to-do lists and whispers, now rest. Okay, so additional meanings are you're a starseed soul. Oh my gosh, did I not just say the starseeds and the light workers are having restitution? Restitution. That's crazy. You're incarnated from the stars. Learn to interpret your dream symbolism. Relaxation and focusing on simple, joyful activities will help symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. Are you not stunned like I am? Did I not just say, make this list? And if you have PTSD, you're going to have to list several things to help calm yourself down. I slow down my pace and heal. I relax and replenish my soul is the invocation. Okay, so I also, and I've read this before, but you could repeat this with me. All right. I'm going to timestamp this so you can come back and read this. if you need to, if when you're going through something, or just to prevent it, just try and stay as high vibe as you can to try to prevent you going down too high. So if you're already here and you get knocked down because if something really freaky happens, then you're only going to go down that far. But if you're already down here, then it's really going to hurt. So try to start your day as positive as you can. Be excited when you wake up. Happy new day! Happy new day! And have a pep in your step. Turn on some music. Bake some things. Whatever you're into. Just like have fun. Call up a great friend. Leave a funny message. Make somebody laugh. Smile at strangers. Open doors for people. Try to do all that you can to be in a high vibe as you possibly can, so that when this hits, and maybe many of you have already had this happen, but you're kind of like on edge, like the star maidens talking about, like just kind of like afraid, like so afraid to get like another wave is going to come hit you again, or whoop, it's going to hit you again, or whatever. So this is an affirmation that can help. Okay. Thank you, God, for the endless blessings, opportunities, and love you've given me today. I'm open and ready to receive anything and everything that's for my highest good. I do not chase, I attract. And what is meant for me will always find me. God, you always make it so easy for me. I've stopped playing small and expand beyond all previous limits. So now I'm going to read it all together. Thank you, God, for the endless blessings, opportunities, and love you've given me today. I'm open and ready to receive anything and everything that's for my highest good. I do not chase, I attract. And what is meant for me will always find me. God, you always make everything so easy for me. I've stopped playing small and expand beyond all previous limits. All right. Oh yeah, Starseed messages. And then we'll get all, because that also reminds me of the chasing thing, reminds me of true love. So divine feminines who are watching this, you guys need to stay high vibe and mind your own business. Okay? Don't you worry about what your masculine's doing over there or not doing over there. You need to be your own best friend and just tend to yourself. He will approach you and he will talk to you and apologize if need be at the right time in the right way. And so this is really about surrendering, like that one card said, surrender and let go. Do not have any expectations. Do not be expecting him or her for New Year's. Don't do that to yourself. You're just going to set yourself up to be miserable. Make plans. Have fun. Just completely, absolutely put them out of your mind. Okay, that's going to be how you survive this true love thing. All right. Advancement. A strong energy is propelling you forward. Follow the stirrings of your heart. So one of the things that I've been feeling too, restitution, absolutely, yes. Something I'm going to do with Telegram just went right in front of my face also. I don't know. So maybe if you've been kicked off of Telegram or something's happened on there, something is going to come back around. I don't know, reward or something, even for some of you who've lost money, like on YouTube or like on social media. Maybe they're talking about social media. So, don't get, don't get your panties in a bundle. It's all going to come back. Everybody's going to get what they deserve in the end. It's all coming back around. So don't even worry about it. So the strong energy propelling you forward they were saying something about how a lot of this has been through this month. If you look back on it, their old injuries, they came back, whether they were heart injuries, maybe physical injuries, but old injuries they got like a broken nose has been popped back into proper, it's been broken again, so it can be properly set again. In order for you to go forward and be able to advance to like being propelled forward into this new year. So you guys are going to have some really, they just said massive and tremendous change happening for the better. They wanted you to go back and like really look deep at the stress of this month and really, really, not just survive it, but really find out what in the world has made you fear that in the first place. Why have you been so afraid of it? What is it about it that keeps coming back around? Why do you keep running from it like you're running, like you got the 8-ball behind you? Like really take a good look at it and eliminate it once and for all, because when all this abundance and good stuff starts coming in, they don't want you to push it away. They know that you're deserving of it and that you're worth it. And that it's like they said, we wouldn't have made a bet on you if we wouldn't have known that you could succeed. So they're somehow asking you to take a risk and take a leap of faith in some way, shape, or form that you've been feeling, and do it because it's the universe putting a bet on you. Like, we knew you could do it. They're going to be saying to you in years to come, we knew you could do it. You just had to believe in yourself. You had to be open-minded, and you had to believe and trust, and let us walk you through that difficult time. But here it is. Here's your reward, Blue star. Follow the light of your inner compass, the blue star. It will lead you to the truth that resides within your soul. Now, I want to add to it, within the stillness of your soul. So you have to have a still mind. One of the best and quickest ways to calm yourself down is to go into a meditative state, so even listening to a guided meditation can be wonderful. Just 20 minutes. Just stop everything for 20 minutes and don't think about it whatsoever. Make everything else unimportant, completely unimportant. Not even a sound can get you to turn your head and look that way. Okay? That concentrated on here, now. You could even put your hand on your heart. Here, now. Here, now. Here, now. This is all that matters. This is all there is. The sound of my voice, the feeling of your hand on your heart. This is it. Now just go into that stillness for like 20 minutes. Follow the light of your inner compass. So start relying on that intuition. It will lead you to the truth within your soul. Okay. And the intuition can only come to you in the quiet of your mind, when your mind is quieted. Otherwise, the ego, the mind, will jump in, making all kinds of havoc and trying to tell you what to do and all kinds of things. And it never works. It never works. It never pays off to listen to that little voice in your head that's trying to be like, ooh, but da, 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 da. If it has that kind of tone. Okay, so I got to tell you guys a story real quick on love. Okay, so I was listening to this reader, and I tuned into like that she's playing both sides, like the dark side and the light side right now, or the duality. Because she started talking about, and I knew she read for twin flames, and she starts talking though about this guy that I'm tapping into right now. Well, he's just treated you terrible, something terrible. I mean, nobody in their right mind would ever allow themselves, no self-respecting person would ever allow themselves to be treated this way. I just can't. And this. And it was just like the way she was talking, it felt so manipulative, and it felt so like, eat the apple, my dear. Like, there's no reason you should put up with that kind of behavior, darling. Now you deserve better than that. Like kind of condescending. And it was very like, kind of slimy, creepy. And I was just like, what? Are people falling for this? And if they were, then they would be thinking that true love is bad. Like twin flames are bad, because that's what twin flames are all about. I'm sorry, but twin flames, It is painful. It is painful on purpose, though. We're not talking about some psychopath or sociopath who just doesn't have a heart. We're talking about a very kind, loving person at their core that's been very, very injured and treats you badly because they don't know how to love themselves. That's a totally different thing. So, same reader, just a bit later, like the next reading, I believe. Yeah, the very next reading, come to think of it, because I kept an eye on her and I was like, what is she up to? What is she doing? Like, why would she do that? And then I was like, oh, yeah, well, just as there are trolls that go on channels to make fun of people who are doing good or to question them or to poke at them or to try to razz them or get them, the trolls that try to really get at the truthers are the people who are trying to help everybody out right now, who are shedding the light and shining the light on everything, trying to expose what's going on. Well, there are people who are actually, there are readers who are getting paid, and there are truthers who are getting paid to lie and manipulate and say things like that to doubt you, make you doubt your twin flame and that path, and trying to get you to, trying to guilt you into, like, you shouldn't be. No self-respecting adult would ever allow themselves to be treated like that. Oh, honey, you need to listen to me and come over. You need to go after that guy, because that guy, oh, he's good to you. He's really sweet. He's this, that, and the other thing. Well, the other guy's the psychopath, because they know how to act. They know how to act really good. They know how to, like, wine and dine you and you know what. They know how to do it all. And they are so charming. And she would talk you right into going with that guy, or choosing a soulmate over your twin flame because it wouldn't make the same impact. You know what I'm saying? Soul flames are great. I mean, soulmates are good. Soulmates are good. They're comforting. And I always recommend that for people who've really been through the ringer with their twin flames, because they can be so painful. So I don't, I really feel for people who want to go to their soulmates. And I'm like, I totally feel you. I mean, there have been moments when I've been like, I give up. I want a soulmate, because they're sweet, they're tender, they're loving, they're perfect. They're just perfect. And you don't have to have all the abuse and all the, his abuse to himself, abuse to you indirectly, even. It's just like, it's not fun. It's really not fun. But anyway, so then the next reading, though, she starts coming in and she's saying, oh, this is your twin flame. And he's been acting like this, but it's because of this and it's because of that. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Everybody who's listening to this video, you need to go back and listen to the video she just did just before that. She totally, completely contradicted herself. Same behavior, same guy. One day she says, no way, no self-respecting person, whatever. And the next one, she's like, oh, you got to hold out for him. He's coming. He's making all these changes and things are going to go great. I'm just like, whoa. And then I realized she was putting black magic in her videos. And I got a warning. If you watch, like, be careful, Amy, because if you watch any of these ones coming up, I mean, there is something about her, is probably the black magic, that's alluring. You want to listen to it. So it's like, dude, I unsubscribed. Like, why are you popping back up again? Go away. It's like I had to just, like, intentionally just block her. And, like, geez, she kept popping up and popping up. And I was told that she would, there was some kind of video I was going to click on that was going to be dangerous, that was going to be outright dangerous. And she's got a big audience. So I don't even want to think about what could have happened to anybody, who might have watched those videos, because they're not as aware as I am, So it's disconcerting. So just think about that in all these different areas. I mean, they're on YouTube, they're in all the different social media. It's happening with the truthers. It's happening with, like, there are trolls everywhere. And there are people getting paid to confuse us and lead us astray. And no, the twin flames are not bad. If you do have a psychopath that has zero feelings, and know that they could be a false twin flame, there is that. But, this person, your twin flame, is a good-hearted person, deep in their core. And the other stuff that, the nasty stuff you've seen and all that stuff, that's just what they've done to protect themselves from getting hurt again and from loving again. So there's a difference. Anyway, Channel. You're a channel through which healing energy reaches the world. So you could be, you're a channel for healing. Okay, so I feel like it's also about like the energy that you receive from others, you also give out to others. Like it's this reciprocative thing. So it reminds me of the way I do the daily boost. The daily boost is a subscription where I send you energy every day and I get messages for you guys and I send you little winks in your own little private page and things that the universe tells me to take care of for you guys, like putting out little fires for you guys and stuff. So I'll let you know, oh, I did this and worked on that and I did it today. So when I'm doing that, I'm not going to tell you the particular thing that I do, but basically I combine our energies and it fuels us like a giant fire. And sometimes we direct it as a team. Even we've recently gone from like me just fueling you guys in the daily boost to us going on missions and going and helping certain other things that are going on. So I'm like, wow. So there's like a purpose behind these people who've been joining the daily boost. I didn't realize was going on too. Some of you, and obviously only if your soul, if your soul resonates with it, you've been involving yourself in certain missions, even in your sleep state. If you wake up and you feel like, man, I feel like I was working all night and you're in my daily boost, that's probably why. We were probably on some kind of a mission going after something and doing something. And I get more specific in the winks from the universe page. So, yeah. So yeah, it just makes me think of like, be careful of what you take in because it's the energy that you're going to be putting out. And also like if you're listening to guided meditations and whatnot, or light language, if you watch somebody's light language, like their hand language or and drawings, or like you gotta watch everything that you take in, because you just have to ask spirit, is this pure? Is this clean? Or is this toxic? I just went through all of my whole candle collection and I picked something up and I'd say, is it toxic? Yes, dumped. Is it toxic? Yes, dump. Is it toxic? Yes, don't. And I would have given it away, to the women's shelter or something that I like to give to, but why give something toxic like that to them? I don't want anybody to get the toxins, so I ended up having to throw a bunch of stuff away, but then I learned what good candles to buy now and that kind of thing. So be really careful who you listen to and what you listen to, what vibration it is, because they're still feeding off of loosh. If you're watching scary movies and things like that, they're feeding off of you. You're fueling the dark side because they're like vacuuming that loosh energy and they're surviving longer off of you. Stillness, reflect on the moment with love, kindness, and compassion. So always go whatever's happening, always just go within the stillness and be the observer even. Hi, sweetheart. You want to come up here? She said, I'm back. Okay, so yeah, just be the observer. Maybe if you're hanging out with your family or whatever, or you're talking to them and you're just like, they just don't get it. I don't know what to do. Oh, that's what I wanted to do too, is do a protective prayer for you and your families through the season. Okay, so wisdom. See your adversaries as opportunities to expand your spiritual light. Absolutely. So do your healing work around whatever triggers you, for sure. And that's what we got to do ongoing all the time right now, because I would say the single most important thing you could possibly do right now for our world, for yourself, for, our survival, all of it is heal in every way. Heal physically, heal psychically, heal in every way possible. Heal emotionally, especially mentally, especially. Be healing. Okay. So I'm going to do the blissing for you and your family right now. I feel like somebody who's deceased wants to come through too. And I have the sweetest story to share with you guys, a sweet little miracle that happened. I went to the store to get something for somebody. And my mom, she used to love to give me like little, I don't know, like little animals that you would push their paw or something. They would do a little song and dance. I always used to make fun of her, like, Mom, this is so goofy. Like, you cannot do this. Is not. She was handicapped, so I was always so embarrassed she would give me those. I'd be like, oh, I'm not a child, Mom. You can't be giving me those. But of course, after she's gone, it's just like, I would just, I grew to love them. Even before she was gone, I grew to love those things. And every time I'd see one in Walgreens or something, I'd just be like, oh, I gotta push it. Anyway, so I'm in this place, and I see this gal that works there come and set these these little animals down, and she says, she goes, oh, this, oh, I said something like, oh, I said I have one of those, but it's smaller. And she goes, oh, I just loved it so much. It was a Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. And she says, its little nose lights up when you squeeze it or something like that. And so I was like, oh my gosh, that is so cute. So I looked at it, and of course that made me think of my mom. I was like, my mom's trying to make herself known right now. And I walk over, and I was already thinking, thank you, Mom. That's sweet. And so I go over, and I'm trying to press it. I was like, where are you supposed to press it? She goes, well, right where the sticker is. I said, I'm pressing there. There's nothing happening. She goes, well, it's hard. Like, you gotta like fish around for it. It's hard. And so I started fishing and fishing. I swear it was like so hard. I was like, where is it? I was like really digging in. And then I was like, I just looked at her and I go, oh, I found it. And I said, dang, that thing's like really down deep in his heart. And then she said, oh, thank you for seeing me, in his voice, in like this cute little voice. Oh, thank you for seeing me. And I just went, it was just so sweet. And then I was like, okay, I'm getting him. I'm gonna get him. So I took him to the cashier lady, a little old lady. And I said, hey, I remember when you first started working here a bit ago. And she goes, oh my gosh, I just love it here so much. All the people that come in, and the people who work here, just everybody in this town, and just everything and everybody. I just love all of it, and I love these things that people buy that are so cute. And she just I just said, I am so happy for you. I'm just so happy for you. I'm just delighted. And she's telling me all these stories about all the things going on in her life, and it just goes on and on. And then I get a little ringing. So I was like, something's happening here. Something's happening. And so I thought I'd ask her what her name was. And so she told me her name, and it was my mother's name. I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I just couldn't believe. And I have a little diary I keep of miracles. You guys might want to think about doing something like that too. So whenever you're ever down and out or anything, you can always open that up and go, oh, okay. I am loved. I am looked after, because that was pretty amazing that happened. And then when she said her name, there was a louder ringing in my ear, in the same ear. So it was a little bit of, and then I was like, what's your name? And then she said her name, and I was like, whoa. It was like an explosion going off or something. Then when I got home, I thought about it, and I was telling my friends the story. And all of a sudden it occurred to me that I had just posted something on Instagram that said, love is when you find somebody's heart song and you play it for them when they need it most. And I was so blown away. Do you know what that took for my mother to be able to pull that whole thing off? Get me to go to the store at that exact moment, for me to listen in that exact moment, go to that exact store for that exact item, to go down that exact aisle, so that that employee would be putting that little animal there next to me, so that I would have a conversation with her, so that she would squeeze the thing, make it go off and do its little song and dance. We'd have that whole conversation. I'd go to the front desk. I would get the ringing in my ear. I would then ask her name, and then it would be my mother's name. Do you guys have any idea what my mother had to do on the other side to make all of that happen? You know, these are the kinds of miracles that can happen all the time. Just, I am a miracle magnet. Just say that to yourself all the time. I'm a miracle magnet. I am 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 a miracle magnet. So we'll go to a message. And I didn't do your message to your loved ones, so we'll do that first. Okay, we're going to do that first. We're going to protect your loved ones from all the hazards out there right now. Oh my gosh, you guys. It's like, oh, don't be drinking tap water. Don't even be drinking bottled water, guys. Oh my gosh. It's all distilled water. That's all you can drink, and not from a bottle in a store. You got to distill it yourself in your home. Buy a distiller, invest in a distiller. You will be so glad you did. Okay. It will give you so much peace of mind. Okay. So we're just going to protect. We're going to protect your family members and those that you love, those you feel closest to. So, and we're going to put out like a warning or an intuitive, like a beacon, like a warning, though. A warning. This is not good for you. You should not be drinking this. Don't do this. Don't do this. You should not take that. You should not put that in you. You should not, to give them warnings to their intuition that are as popping out as possible, to help them listen to it and get past their mental barriers. Okay. According to their free will, of course, always. And also according to the best for everybody involved. Because sometimes people are supposed to pass away. Sometimes they're supposed to suffer. Sometimes it's all part of the plan and part of the, don't pray for somebody ever. Don't pray that somebody get better. And definitely don't be focusing upon how sick they are and how worried they are, because you're producing more sickness and more worry for the person. So just lend your love and your presence, and just be there for them and hold their hand, and just be the stillness inside of you as best you can, and just pray for them to see the truth if it's within their will, and I always just be like, God, is this within your will? Okay. Or I'll go to pray for somebody and I'll just be, is this okay? I mean, I check in with everything. Okay. Shishina pama mahana tain san se la he ena ke. Shishina la puma ana te kena. Ha he san se shiki ela. Titi mama na ala san se shi eke. Hala sa se he na ai ela puma an. Ha la shishinki na time pun. Hama o la asan se shi ena. Ha la ken sa se shin sa sun san pe ma ana ai. Ha la kirina tina pa ma hana ai ken sa se na. Okay. So talking to heaven, I'm going to use one of these. And I'm going to get a message from your loved one, somebody the first person who comes to mind that would want to give you a message, that wishes that they could be here for Christmas, Hanukkah, the New Year, whichever, the holidays. What do they want to say to you right now? Oh, we are soulmates. So soulmates don't have to be romantic. Let's see here. Maybe that flower means something for you in particular. It kind of looks Hawaiian, doesn't it? Okay, we are soulmates. And then I just looked at the words, we are so connected. Okay. It was no accident that our lives intersected, as we are from the same soul group with symbiotic life purposes. We were brought together on our earth life to help each other grow, learn, and love. Sometimes that meant painful situations that tested our patience and ability to forgive each other. I sincerely apologize for any pain I inflicted upon you. At each moment, I was doing the very best I could. At times, I fell short of my potential. I hope that you will release any anger that you are holding on to towards me, for your own sake, not for mine. I hope that in some ways, I've helped you grow and learn. Okay. And I feel like there's another message, and I'm supposed to just open up to it. I've become one of your guides. Now that I've had time to process and learn from my earthly experience, I'm working through my remaining life purpose by helping you with your life purpose. It's a vicarious way for me to fulfill my destiny as you fulfill your own. Please know that I'd never interfere with your free will choices, although it's admittedly difficult at times to sit on the sidelines and watch you make choices that if I were asked, would advise you to make differently. As one of your spirit guides, my role is simply to love you. All of the love that you receive from your many angels and guides is your shield that safeguards you in the face of stress or fear. Our collective love is healing, guiding, and protective. And know that you can call upon me or any of your guides or angels for assistance or comfort. We're always here for you. So you are not alone. All right. So I want to do a true love message as well. Just find out if you have a true love, then we're going to find out where they're coming from right now. And then we'll do then we'll just pick some spirit cards for you guys for advice right now. Okay. How could I not include true love in here, right? Okay, so what are the divine masculines? The divine masculines are the ones who kind of run away from love for a bit. What is for the separation phase anyways? Okay. So what is the divine masculine up to through the holiday season, and how are they viewing things, or how are they looking at the situation with their divine feminines? They're having some kind of a breakthrough or epiphany. That's good. They want to talk to you, but they're not sure what to say. And they are maybe feeling like they've said some harsh things to you in the past that were kind of immature, and they're wanting to heal it. This epiphany that they're having has something to do with judging themselves for that harshness, maybe they had a tower moment that helped them to see just how immature they had been. So I just saw like the birthing, that rebirth card, like they're born again, like they're seeing, the scales are off their eyes, and all of a sudden they're seeing more clearly. So it's giving them, wow. Crystal clarity. Look at that. He's healing and finding that crystal clarity so that he can have his victory and heal that inner child so that he can come to you playful and sweet and kind. And that, how I was talking about how the masculines ultimately are kind, loving beings deep inside, that they've buried it underneath all of the burdens of their life. So that's just confirmation of that. Yeah, buried, trying to figure out a way to get themselves out of being buried alive. Wow. Through this clarity they've had, getting past the judgment of themselves so they can have the end of a difficult period, the end of a difficult cycle they've had faith in all along. Like you were their ray of sunshine that took them through the darkness, and now they want commitment. They want to do something traditional towards you, whether that be dating or getting to know you or whatever, the proper steps. In the right way, doing it the right way this time, they just said. No more running, no more harsh words, just it makes me think of like a pigtail being, grabbing your pigtail and running and thinking that was somehow going to convey that they love you. It's like, no, not quite. You just kind of left her crying. So he ultimately wants a happy, fulfilled family with you. This is fulfillment in every way, shape, and form, but emotional, something that really touches your heart and makes you want to go home to, kids running around, adults happy and carefree out in a fresh, clean air and fresh, green grass. It just looks like a beautiful scene there. So he wants to get up the courage to reconnect with you. He could be making a judgment call to perhaps reach out and talk to you, possibly, but it looks like, yeah, he feels like he owes you clarity to help you heal from whatever he's put you through. And he's getting in his power to do that. And he wants to go to the next level with you and have that happy family. So, trying not to worry. He wants to go away from the drama and be mature. So he doesn't want a bunch of drama when he comes to you. He wants it to be calm, chill, collected, playful. And he does plan to come to you like the man you have always wanted him to be, like really grounded. So you might be really surprised how he shows up. And he's gone from that little page. He's turned from a harsh little boy into a man who can, steer a horse and take control of a horse, and much stronger, So that's a valiant knight. Made me think of the white hats, made me think of how they're like Knights of the Templar. Honor. They want to honor you. Yeah, they want to honor you. Is there what spirit guide is helping the divine couples right now? Visionary. I'm Imhotep. He's a visionary. Imhotep. Sorry to mess up your name. Oh my gosh, it went right to it. That was getting whoa. Okay. When Imhotep appears, it's a clear indication of your visionary gifts. Your soul's intention is to create pioneering change through implementing divinely inspired ideas. Definitely what couples do, what these, divinely inspired couples do. There's no doubt that you've come to Earth to redesign infrastructures, stir up the pot of established protocols, wow, and use innovative and progressive methods to evolve humanity. You've got to be kidding me. These power couples of tomorrow, I'm telling you, you're a visionary guided by the divine to implement projects that can help heal and inspire our world. I'm so blown away. I didn't even know that there was this card. What do you want to improve or innovate? Maybe you're a teacher who's frustrated by the education system, or a medical professional who'd love to combine modern medicine with holistic treatments. Perhaps your passion lies in environmentalism, politics, science, or fighting prejudice and injustice. If you're passionate about what needs to evolve, then you're the one who can make a difference. Imhotep is guiding you step by step. Take it one day at a time and break the big vision down into manageable chunks. You can be a trailblazer who infuses ancient wisdom and cutting-edge technique. This is your time to change the world. Additional meanings. You're an indigo soul, a passion person with a divine mandate to tear down the old and build the new. Build the new. Wow. Life is bringing the perfect lessons and challenges needed to fire up your sacred purpose. Wow, this is amazing. A career path in medicine or architecture is opening up for you. Be bold and confident about sharing your ideas. Your invocation is, my mind is in touch with divine ideas. My visions create a better world. So as you guys come together, and this is why I'm about truth, love, and true love, you guys, because it all goes together. True love couples are going to be those who've endured tough times are the peace-loving warriors and saints of tomorrow. And then you bring the power couples together who've also been through the ringer with each other, and they are just like unstoppable. I mean, that's why they're paying readers to mess with people's minds so they don't want their twin flame. Of course. You know, the dark side knows what these power couples are going to be doing and the difference they're going to be making in our world. So of course they're going to mess with you. Do not let people mess with your head. You keep your hope about your true love. You keep that hope up no matter what, and just mind your own business. Mind your own healing. And, you know, don't let yourself get down or feel sorry for yourself or become a victim at all about anything. Just use that exercise and follow your own steps out of your own quicksand hole if you come across one during this time. So sending much love to you guys, much love to you guys. And okay, I just felt somebody stop me and say, I have a request. So I'm gonna do a general blissing just like I do in my Q&As. And I am going to allow you now to pick whatever you want to happen right now. Like if you want to say a special prayer for something or someone, as long as it's for their highest good and according to everybody's free will, this energy will be amplified as you're thinking about it right now. So maybe it is about your divine purpose with your partner, or it's to help someone who's in need of some truth or some help or some protection, or whatever we can provide for them. Let's leave it up to God, but you just put the intention of how much you love and care for the person out there, and then we'll take care of the rest here. Hamashashin kaina tan sensei la ama ana aike la ampampan. She la hampapa sa sensa la pum pum homa ana ke ha la sunset shinke ina la pumans shishin na taike ha la sunset shinke ina tai pim ana shishinke na ai sensei la hana tai shishin na puman. All right, guys, have yourselves a beautiful, wonderful, memorable holiday season. And these two are sending their love to you too. And I'll send you a big giant hug. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.